Hey everybody, I'm Matt Millar. I'm the NewThing Regional Director for Sub Saharan Africa. In many ways, 2019 was the first full year of operating for NewThing in Sub Saharan Africa. We believe that we finally have a grasp on what operating effectively in the region can look like. Because of that, and because of the combined wisdom and effort of a full regional catalyst team, momentum has begun to propel us forward towards the goal of seeing a church planting movement in every nation. By God's grace, there were 354 churches and 1,730 leaders that sat in a NewThing training in the region this year. Those churches and those leaders planted 231 new churches in Africa in 2019. What these numbers mean is that, on average, 2/3 of every church that sits in a NewThing training in Africa plants a new church. It also means that for every $480 that we as NewThing spend on our trainings, in 2019, one new church was planted. In addition to that, the 5 regional Catalyst team members have begun to train others in order to help us multiply trainers and facilitators around Africa. In 2019, we began to apprentice 34 different African leaders from 7 different African nations to be NewThing trainers and facilitators. This is going to allow us to run multiple trainings in multiple locations all at the same time. We're trusting God to become a movement of church planting trainers that can ride the wave of what God is doing in Africa and play a major role in seeing thousands of reproducing churches planted in the coming years. We're currently training churches in 11 of the 44 countries of Sub-Saharan African region, and in 2020 we're trusting God to open up doors to new African nations like Burundi, South Africa, the Democratic Republic of Congo, Cameroon, Tanzania, and Rwanda. And these places are what we're trusting God to take us into during the next year. The fact that we can even discuss this while working still in 11 countries as it is now is because of the men and women that God has connected us with who have a passion to also train churches to become church planting movements around the continent. God is surely on the move.